Mario Gutierrez, San Antonio, Texas, joined Vision Source in 1991. I really had not heard a lot about Vision Source because it was so new, and I learned about Vision Source fishing with my friend Glenn Ellis, where he told me he had this grandiose idea to start this group out of Houston and to start this organization of private practices. There was no other organization like that where we could get a group of private practices working together as a team. And at that time I was working for a big surgical center, and quite frankly I was tired of being low man on the totem pole, and I was wanting to go out and start my own practice and my own business. And so I was left with this alternative: either start out on my own, do everything on my own, or maybe use the power of a network to help me get to where I wanted to go. And I think this is what really convinced me, besides my friendship with Glenn and me being his idol. I decided to join Vision Source. And so I said, Glenn, I'm going to sign, and if I can show you my our first contract, this is our contract that we had in 1991. You can see it's official because there should be a beer stain right over here somewhere. The power of the network is having a group, a synergistic group of doctors who is willing to share information about their practices. So the neat thing about Vision Source is if I have a question, if I don't know how to do something, or I have a question about something, there is somebody in our network that's going to be able to help me with that problem. And the wonderful thing is that we view ourselves fully as colleagues willing to help each other. It allows a doctor at whatever point you are in your practice to model somebody else who at that point may be more successful to you. What are you doing? How are you doing it? And it allows everybody to continue to grow. So that's the wonderful thing about Vision Source is that I've been able to model people who at that time were more successful than I was, and those doctors were willing to help me get to that level. Vision Source is going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to be one step ahead of the changes, so I'm very confident that Vision Source 20 years from now is going to still be a very viable organization for those doctors who want to continue thriving in private practice.